Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's Wilhelm Scream, and welcome back to another day in Destiny. And oh, what a day it is, because today Bungie had their Rise of Iron DLC Cosmodrome Winter Tour gameplay reveal. That's right, they went into the new stuff. Well, they kind of went into the new stuff. Honestly, guys, all they showed us was a few new enemies that pretty much look like Fallen and the same old grounds that we've been on, except now covered in snow, with a few other little things changed to the environment, but pretty much the exact same stuff that we've had for 2 years in the Cosmodrome. I was a little disappointed. They do promise that there is some areas that they didn't get to explore. They see a few areas that they want to go to, but they don't go into them because they say that they can't yet, and they have other reveals planned for later where they're going to allow streamers and players to go into those areas and actually figure it out actively by themselves. But as for today, we did get a little bit of information about what the storyline could be, and an actual, I think, a flub, guys. I think this was actually kind of a gaffe, that they meant to say something and accidentally kind of revealed the plot. I think it's pretty obvious, and if you listen to what they say, I think it's going to be very obvious to you. So what I'm going to do today, guys, is I've picked out the sections of Bungie's Cosmodrome walkthrough stream that I think reveal the most about the plot moving forward. I'm going to play the clip, and then I'm going to interpret what I think it means. So get ready to see a whole bunch of clips from the Bungie stream with a little bit of me commentating after the fact. Because I want you guys to hear what they say so that you can understand why I'm interpreting things the way that I am. But first, this.
Pre-order Destiny Rise of Iron and get the Iron Gallahorn and Iron Gallowing Sparrow.
So what you're going to see in this first clip, guys, is some concept art of the upcoming Plagueland section of the Cosmodrome, which apparently has been conquered by some unseen infectious force that they don't really want to talk about. Here's the clip.
Well, again, the idea of the Plaguelands was that this area had been corrupted by something that you don't understand. And not to give too much of the story away, but like obviously you find this place. We still wanted it to be relatable. We still wanted it to feel like the Cosmodrome, but one that you don't recognize.
But this concept is a little bit more colorful, feels a little bit more like Destiny, and there's a lot more evidence of Siva in its final form.
Right. Right. This is actually really close to what we sort of ended up with in the Plagueland. So, and it's pretty clear. Siva's taken over this environment. Yeah.
And you're able to add a little bit more color. The Siva stalks are red, so it stands out as a sort of a stark warning against the snow. It's pretty hideous and beautiful at the same time. I mean, it feels like a technological spider web. Okay, so talk to me about this Siva outbreak, because these are the red tendrils that we saw in that concept. This looks to be just erupting out of the ground here.
Right. So the first thing is that this is kind of how we wanted to present this to the player, where the player's discovering Siva. They're starting to see hints of it throughout the world, and then they kind of find the source. This is we'll just say, I don't want to give too much of the story away. This is a key player on Team Evil, all right?
Okay.
We got,
okay.
And one that Saladin might have a little secret about as well. One maybe of single-handedly creating a new golden age. I don't know, something along those lines.
Interesting. Okay.
So Siva is a self-replicating, machine manipulating technology.
Okay. Cool.
That
And this was contained in Golden Age vaults deep beneath the Cosmodrome, in some places similar to where we discovered Rasputin in previous adventures in Destiny. But not all Golden Age technology is friendly or happy. In the wrong hands or under the wrong conditions, this stuff can be extremely dangerous. So it's true that a little bit of information can be dangerous.
And this is not something you want to touch either.
So Keith, what were some of the different considerations in terms of the art style? Because you're introducing a new design language here to show us what exactly is happening on Team Evil.
Team Evil. Yeah. Well, so I mean, Steve is this really interesting opportunity to explore a whole new design and graphical language. We have elements of the organic, we have elements of the synthetic, and how they blend together and work into the environment and to the combatants is really interesting visual exploration. And we're working with design to really sell these as these are something new. They act differently. They infest the world and the enemies and all kinds of things completely differently. And really also the high contrast with the colors, the SIVA nodules to the organic stuff. It opens up a lot of really interesting opportunities for us.
Okay.
All right, so what you guys heard in that last clip tells you a lot of different stuff. All right, what is this SIVA stuff? Tentacles? Human? Biological? Machines? What are with those pyramids? I mean, if you're going by what I think, it looks an awful lot like Warmind-esque technology. And since they just said that some of this stuff was found underneath the Cosmodrome, like where we found the Warmind, I'm thinking that this stuff, it's got into the Warmind's head, man. The Warmind is definitely, he's in trouble. And what secrets does Lord Saladin have? I mean, how old are these people? I thought that stuff was supposed to happen eons ago. He can't be older than 40. I mean, I get it. He can be brought back to life because of ghosts and whatnot, but shit. How old is he? And a new Golden Age? Is this the stuff that brought the end to the Golden Age? Or is this the stuff that he needs to create a new Golden Age? What are you talking about, Bungie? Next clip.
On here. Now we can see that the Devil Splicers, who rule the Plague Lands, they're also here. So they've spilled over the borders. Let's see, are they immune to a storm? No, indeed. So my Warlock brothers and sisters, you are good to go in this new adventure. We can see they have no respect for the past. And they've even opened some new gameplay spaces for us.
All right. Yeah. You can see this big crack in the wall here, or cut, if you will.
So what would we find in here?
Well, I'll go take a look. I know we're not supposed to go in there. Here, it's like my Han Solo moment.
Yeah, this is your Han Solo moment.
Okay, Deej, that was a bad idea. Let's get out of here. Let's go this way.
By order of Commander Zavala, this is still a forbidden zone.
Not gonna look.
So you can see the Devil Splicers are just teeming in there. We've got another SIVA outbreak right here, but we are not to explore this domain today. You can see the Shanks are still hard at work, opening up the geometry and creating a new frontier for adventure. And this is where we'll send the Guardians on September 20th, but not on this day.
What a bunch of teases. So they're like, hey guys, look, there's a giant hole in the wall where everything that you want to know that's interesting is going on. But hey, we can't go into it. Oh wait, I will go into it for a second. And then I won't. I'll actually go that far in making you think I'm going to show you something that I don't want you to see yet. But anyway, guys, giant hole cut in the wall. Yeah, we're going to see that later this month. What could have cut that hole? If you're asking me, it all looks like a lot of I mean, obviously those like shank things probably cut them, but looks a lot like stuff the Sleeper Simulant kind of does. I don't know. Am I making stuff up here? What do you think? Next clip.
Because check this out. How many times have we hacked this with our Ghost? It's become hacked by something else now. So what am I seeing here?
That looks SIVA.
That definitely
right there.
looks
Yeah,
SIVA.
so
that does not look friendly, whatever it is. So SIVA is not just something that wrecks the landscape. It looks like it can coalesce into a form of intelligence.
yeah, I mean, it doesn't. It needs a mind to control it.
Okay.
Again, without getting too much into the surprises, but it's it does the bidding, if you will.
All right, so in this clip, they pretty much say that it's the war mind that's going to be controlling this stuff. I mean, they say mind. They actually say it needs a mind. It infects technology, but it needs a mind. What do we got that's a big technological mind that's just hanging out there with mysterious background and we don't know really what it does? Yeah, you get the picture.
Throwing
bad
out
anymore.
teases all over the place, Deej.
Aren't you? Aren't you?
Kind of like.
Yes, you are throwing teases all over the place, but not the good kind. Just the kind that piss me off.
Sad.
So, do the Siva have an ally? Is there?
Does Siva have an ally?
Does Siva have an ally? Like, do different factions of Fallen fight each other? The Devil Splicers have anyone that they're peaceful with, or do they just want to consume everything?
That's a good question. I think you should ask Keith that question.
Keith, you're on the spot. You're in the hot seat, Keith.
All right, yeah. Here we go.
I'm used to seeing Hive in this space.
Right.
So
I mean,
if,
the Devil
yeah.
Splicers they're against everybody. They're their own thing. They're out to take over everything. And
Yeah.
they're starting with the Cosmodrome and Siva. And they're incredibly invasive and, at least when I play, pretty darn difficult. See, I cleaned that up nicely, right?
You did. That was
PG
great.
and
You did
everything.
indeed.
I personally love that last clip just because of the way that they dish it off to Pete when they feel like they get into trouble. It's like, go with the big guy because he's got the most authority when we don't know how to answer the questions. Good job. Yeah, you really cleaned it up, Pete. Let's all pat each other on the back.
There's a interesting visual design difference here, Keith, that I'd like to call out, where we fought the Fallen. The Fallen shoot at you. Their weapons are very distinctive. But when you see the Fallen Captain profile, and that Fallen Captain has become a Devil Splicer, it's pretty immediately apparent, right?
Yes, I mean, not only have they started to use... Oh, wait. I don't know. Are we allowed to
I don't know. If you don't think we are, don't say it.
No, I mean, not only how are they using
This is where you make
Siva-
me talk about it. So.
I know, right? Not only using Siva for the environment and all their evil ends, they're starting to modify themselves with it. And
Yes.
that's given them some rather unique abilities.
But just even if they're
right.
shooting these red lasers at you, that's immediately a visual cue to tell you that you're not fighting the enemies that you've known in the past.
No, and they've got a lot of tricks up their sleeves.
Yeah, you probably already seen it. You noticed a couple of little seekers seeking after you
Yeah.
you kill guys and
Yeah.
things like that. So Siva's got some new tricks.
So in that clip, they talk about how the enemies, specifically the Fallen, are using Siva to augment their own bodies and make them more powerful, I guess, or give them weirder powers. I don't know. But is this a hint that maybe you'll be able to do this to yourself, possibly? Maybe you have to infuse yourself with Siva, yet another thing that we need to farm and infuse.
These are not the only environments that you've changed surrounding the Plaguelands. And we've seen one of the entrances into the new spaces that we are going to explore. And
Yeah, like I was saying before. I mean, we wanted to spend most of our time on all the new spaces, and so being able to craft new experiences in these old spaces was definitely a goal. But it's I can't wait till people get to see what's behind that.
Yeah.
What's behind that crack in the wall?
And this is not everything. So this is not the only area in the Cosmodrome that you've repurposed or redesigned for Rise of Iron. This is just a taste. These are a few of the spaces that you'll go into. But we want to leave things for the players to discover. This is the fine line that we straddle when we're introducing you to a new adventure. Is we want to pique your curiosity. We want to show you some of the things that you're going to get to do, but we want to leave these things for you to discover on your own. So it's been fun to come in here and to show you the way the Cosmodrome has changed and maybe set you to thinking, what's the Plaguelands going to be like? Because as macabre as this is and as different as this is, and as much as the Fallen Devil Splicers have made this environment a lot more dangerous, the Plaguelands are much
more
worse,
dangerous,
right?
yes.
So I think we're going to stop our exploration here.
All right, so hold up. In that last clip, pretty much Deej only talks about how much different the environment of the Cosmodrome is now. Now, we haven't seen the Plague Lands yet, and I'm hoping to God that they're a lot different, because all that we can see changed pretty much is that, hey, there's snow on the ground. And it was Russia, so there was already snow on the ground in some places. What's really different here? The Fallen are now red and they shoot red S guns instead of blue ones? Like, what is different? What is different?
Our next move is going to be, we're going to go to Germany. In mid-August, we will be at Gamescom. We're going to recreate this setting, something similar to this, and we're going to have another reveal stream at Gamescom in which we talk about the Crucible.
Ooh.
So you and Lars
Another
Bakken,
one dear to my heart.
Yes, exactly. That was where I, as the longtime Bungie fan, that's where I first became aware of you personally, creating some of the multiplayer maps where me and my old buddies would, fight for glory and honor against other people in the community.
All right. Well,
so we're going to.
Well, we got something special in store for Gamescom. So.
We're looking forward to Gamescom. We're going to unveil some new maps. We're going to unveil a new combat mode and some other features. And we're going to do that on a live stream. And then throughout the course of the week, we're going to use that same setting to invite people in from the community to tell their own story in their own language. Destiny is a global community. Gamescom is a great opportunity to do that. So some people that you know and follow will be on that set talking about what we bring with us to Gamescom so that you can hear about it from their own point of view. That's always a crucial part of the way we talk about the things that we create, is to see it through your eyes and hear about it from you in your own voice.
All they really talk about in that clip is Gamescom and when they're going to be doing their next big stream reveal, which apparently will include members of the Destiny community telling their individual stories about how they, I don't know, sing Kumbaya with Destiny, I guess. But they're also going to be showing things for the Crucible and different game types and all that fun stuff. So that should be interesting. Personally, I don't want to troll these guys too bad because this is a fairly hard job. I mean, these guys are put on the spot. They have to know what they can say, what they can't say on a moment's notice. So it's really, really difficult. I'm giving them a lot more crap than they deserve. However, this is just kind of the thing that I feel Bungie has done over and over and over again, which is get us very excited for something, and then we really don't get that much. But if you enjoyed this video, please remember to rate, comment, and subscribe to the YouTube channel. If you found it helpful, give it a thumbs up on YouTube, share it on Facebook so somebody else can see, and follow me again on Twitter. There'll be a link to all those things in the description below this video. And you know what's up, guys? I am Wilhelm Scream. We'll see you next time.